There he is, Mitch Gallo, 10-2, weekdays on TSN 690. Looks like number 92 is on the cusp of returning. Are you as excited today for the prospect of Patrik Laine with the Canadiens as you were about the idea of him with the team when news broke that they got him in the summer?
I think he can come back by the weekend. I don't see why not. Now,
so what do you do? What do you do? Who do you play him with? Like, how do you incorporate this guy whilst wanting him to feel good, but you also don't want to he's not just going to hit the ice whenever he plays. Let's say hypothetically you're right. Let's say he plays money on the board game Wednesday in Columbus. I mean, I'm caught in between here. I don't know how the coach can handle this. Do you have an idea?
As far as the lineup?
Yeah.
Dude, let's just do what they were going to do going into the season.
Go ahead.
Why complicate things? It was supposed to be Kirby Dach, Alex Newhook, and Patrik Laine. That's what we had in pencil.
So you love that because that's Slafkovsky goes back to the top line where he was a point a game player from January 2024 till the end of the season.
Exactly. And if Dach struggles at center,
yeah,
but Newhook in the middle.
Okay,
it's pretty simple. You have two options there. If things aren't going well for Dach in the middle, Newhook's definitely capable. So I would just go back to the lines that they had at camp, and I think that's sometimes you don't have to overcomplicate things. Yeah, I've been hearing people say, "Oh, you need to get him off to a good start playing with Nick Suzuki right away."
Yeah.
No, we don't know if they have chemistry. Just play Slafkovsky, Caulfield, and Suzuki together and call it a day. And now
I knew he wasn't
going to your second line guy.
I knew he wasn't going to play with Lucas Condotta, obviously. I'm not saying that he's going to play his way up the lineup, and work his way through the lineup for Martin St. Louis. But I always have this in my head that when it comes to power play time, it's everything for these guys. These guys that make the big bucks, that look at the points, and they want those cherry minutes. So is it an easy call? When you look at who Martin St. Louis doles out there on the man advantage, let's call it. Case power play, aesthetically, statistically, looks a lot better. It's performing better. It just looks better. The movement, even on Saturday, they had a couple of quick passes into the slot, bing, bang, boom. So yeah, I stand by that. Aesthetically, it looks good. Statistically, it backs it up. Is it an easy call to who comes out to put 92 in?
On the power play, it's easy for me.
Who is it? Slafkovsky?
I'm taking off the player that fumbles the puck every time it hits his stick.
Yeah,
it's Kirby Dach. Kirby Dach off the power play. I'm sorry. Well, he's been awful on the power play.
But he keeps. I mean, how many past the 20 game mark, Mitch? I don't understand why he keeps getting so many hits.
How many NHL teams deploy two forwards on their power play that have a combined 2 goals?
Oh, that's crazy.
All situations.
I'm going to say, I don't even think Chicago does that or San Jose does that.
So get Dach off the power play. Goodbye.
Yes.
It's easy for me.
Is that the only reason? Is that the only reason 77 gets out there for as much as he has? Is because of the fact that Laine hasn't been available? And even to that point, there are only 2 defensemen that see power play minutes. Matheson gets 75% of them, and Hudson gets the remaining 25.
I don't know. I don't know why Kirby Dach is still on the power play. I mean, you can see it. I can see it.
It's crazy.
I'm sure management can see it, and they keep throwing him out there. Martin St. Louis talks about wanting to get Dach touches on the puck. Unfortunately, when he touches the puck, it's a grenade on his stick, so it's time to get him off of it.
So, Dach was a bit of a sad sack in Chicago. He felt at the time that he was getting beaten up physically by the big bodies in the Western Conference, and they had him playing a checking role. He wasn't winning faceoffs, and he got down on himself to the point where Chicago moved the 3rd overall selection. The Canadiens got him. And I see a little bit of that again with Dach. He seems like, the body language, not that I'm a RCMP forensic expert by any stretch, but just sometimes doesn't look like he's having the best time out there because he wants it and he's not getting it. How much patience do you have? You want Patrik Laine scoring, you want him productive for a variety of reasons. What in your mind's the threshold of, okay, I like the idea. I'm good today. Let's put him with Kirby Dach and Newhook and let's see how it goes. But for how long? Martin St. Louis, to me, sometimes I can't read him. He's very quick to make decisions, and sometimes he's very reluctant to make a move.
I have a hard time getting the read, too. And again, you could go back to the way he handled Slafkovsky last season when Slafkovsky was struggling, and clearly Martin St. Louis was right.
Yeah.
And the solution for Slafkovsky last year was not taking away from him; it was actually giving him more. And it sounded at the time very counterintuitive, but it worked well for Slafkovsky. I think St. Louis is taking a similar approach with Doc now. Personally, I'm running out of patience largely because of what you're talking about with the demeanor and the body language.
Okay.
Like I like sometimes it looks like he's playing shinny.
Mm.
Like go back like what was it 4 weeks ago the hit he took from Couturier. What's he doing? He looks like he's playing a shinny game where there's no contact. He
Yeah.
lacks a certain intensity to his game.
And
I
that's a good,
want
that's a statement we can make on the team sometimes. But yes, I feel that vibe strongly.
uh, who's the player who hit him in Ottawa in the preseason game?
You got me.
The
I'd have to look it
pest,
up.
that pest type of
Yeah,
player who I
yeah, I
really like.
know.
The name's eluding me for now for whatever reason, but Kirby Dach got pissed off. Kirby Dach got into a fight. Kirby Dach,
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
telling the girl in the crowd that was the boyfriend's girlfriend in the crowd that was chirping him to give him a call?
right. Yeah,
Remember
yeah,
that?
yeah. I
Remember that?
do.
That's the Kirby Dach I want. I want the Kirby Dach with passion, with fire. And I don't know, sometimes it looks like he needs a shake to bring that out in him. But because he sleeps. He sleeps for large stretches of games.
Is it
And
Ridley
and to
Gregg?
to me, Ridley Gregg, that's the guy I was
Ridley
thinking
Gregg.
about.
Yeah,
It
that's
was
it.
definitely Ridley Gregg. Um, yeah. Yeah, give me a call.
Yeah,
Like
give me.
I want to see that. Where
That
is
was
that
it.
Kirby Dach?
I know. Yeah.
Getting into fights, showing
And that's why
passion.
sometimes I say the team is immature because, like, I don't mean that like in a juvenile pull your hat down. You know what I mean? Like that to me, that's an immature that he needs to have something extreme happen to him,
Mhm.
as opposed to like the great players can dial it up, they can turn it on, they can turn it off. That's what made Tiger Woods the best of his generation. That he can get into, I'm going to step on your throat and take all the air out of the room, and then
Yeah.
after, he drops a putt, hey, you're my best friend. What's up, brother?
But
They can get
it's
in and out of that.
it's such a good point, but this is why at times I wonder about the new school type of coaching
Uh,
with a Martin St. Louis,
you need someone
whereas
harder.
the old school guys they looked at it different, and
Yes.
whether it's popular or not, a lot of the old school guys they were masters at manipulating their players, and they did not give a you know what if their players hated them. You know the Mike Babcocks, the Mike Keenans, the John Tortorellas, the Michel Terriens. Like
Bro, tell
Michel
me
Therrien knew how
hold
to.
on a second. There's no way Kirby Doc thrives under the coaching of John Tortorella. Just my read. Just my read. Like
Yeah,
can you see him like with like a Tortorella type guy?
I think Kirby Doc can use somebody that knows how to manipulate a player into playing with a little bit more passion. That's what I think.
Okay.
And would Kirby Doc be John Tortorella's cup of tea? Probably
No.
not. There you're
No,
probably
no.
right. But
Yeah.
I think he needs somebody to give him a shake. Like you
I
just
don't
want a little
disagree.
bit more life. The guy's
Yeah.
big, he's strong, he's rangy.
Dude, he looks the part, Mitch.
He
The tinted
looks like a
visor, the
player.
77, he's tall,
Everything.
I know. He checks all the boxes. You know what? You check all the boxes. Mitch, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for spending some time with us and breaking down the Canadiens on what will be another exciting week. And I'm sure down the line, we're gonna have a lot more to talk about because there's still a lot of hockey left. Mitch Gallo, 10-2, Campbell v. Gallo on TSN 690. Don't forget, listen to him after every Montreal Canadiens game on your home for the Habs, TSN 690. Gallo, you were great. Thank you, sir.
Hey, thanks, buddy. Anytime.